Melih Hunt kaptırıyor topu. Ali Tanrıoğlu çok süratli. Ali orta yapacak. Sert orta. Sert orta.
Oh oui oui, bienvenue à Paris. And yes, I am really busting for the toilet. So I'm going to hurry up and get down from the Eiffel Tower. We are going to go catch up on the game from between episodes. And then we are going to crack on with today's first leg of the knockout round, the final 16 of the Europa League. So I'm going to see you over there in just a second. Okay, so our one and only goal saw us welcome Kasımpaşa. And, well, Halit was the one to open the scoring. Beautiful header in the left-hand side. His first goal of the season. And what a lovely way to get it. They did go and get an equaliser, though, as you will see here. Played across, lovely drill shot into the upper right-hand corner. Zubzuk had absolutely no chance. Anal, though, went and restored the lead. Mehmet's shot was blocked, played to Shirok, who plays it over to Anal with a lovely curled effort. Probably could have hit it a bit harder. Goalkeeper probably should have done a little better, but we shall take it. We then went and got a fed, and we got it through a beautiful effort from Lassen, smashing it across face of goal. Also, his first goal of the season, and a lovely way to get it. Godinho did then give them a penalty and the opportunity to try and bring the game back, but it finished 3-2 in the end. Nice, reasonably comfortable game. Started off more comfortably than it finished. As you can see, Zubzuk had a terrible performance. He had a 6.6, yet again struggling, and you know what? I decided to substitute him. I was sick to death of Zubzuk, thinking that he was unsubstitutable, so we brought on Atberg. He didn't do too much better, got a 6.7, but it just showed Zubzuk that he can't perform terribly and still remain on the pitch. In terms of other players, well, Musin had a terrible performance. He got a 6.5, but the rest of the back line did solid. Mailman got a 7, 6.9 for Godinho, and a 6.9 for Miranda, although Godinho I'd probably rate a little lower considering he gave away that penalty. In terms of the central midfield, Shirok got 7.6, 7.1 for Volkan. In attacking mid, Youssef on the left-hand side got a 7, 7.1 for Halit, and of course a goal. And Sinan struggled, got 6.6 in the middle, with Anal getting a 7.4 and a goal. Unfortunately, as you will notice from the 55th minute, Sinan did pick up an injury. I believe he's out for 2 to 3 weeks now. So he is going to miss the Paris game. He's probably going to miss the second Paris game. And yes, he's going to miss about 4 games. He's probably going to miss all the cup action. So that's unfortunate for Sinan Kurt. Hopefully, Thiago can perform as expected in that position and not be the disappointment he has been for most of the season. Another little bit of news as well, Lassen going into the Paris game, he's not going to be available. He is suspended. So Musin, although he got a 6.5, is probably our only option on this right-hand side. We could bring in the youngster Umit, but I think that's a little risky to bring on Umit, especially considering, like we previously mentioned, he's more a left-hand-sided player than a right-hand-sided player. In terms of other players though, Ahmet's got a 7 rating, Kublai only getting a 6.6, expect better from him, and Mehmet come on and got a solid 7.2. Now, match statistics. Well, we had 17 shots to their 7, 8 on target to their 3, 1.25 XG to their 1.12, 6 corners to 0, 18 fouls to 19, 1 yellow card to 3 yellow cards, 92% passing to 85, and 62% possession to 38. But you all know what time it is now. It is, of course, time to head to the tactical meeting screen and talk to Mr. Jason Dodds. Okay, so before we go to Mr. Jason Dodds' nice little tactical meeting room, I thought we would just savour this lovely moment. Galatasaray tripping up to Antalyaspor and thus putting us top of the table. Well, I say putting us top of the table. That previous game actually put us top of the table. It just leaves us there where we belong, where we are finally back. 25 games out of 38 have been concluded. It's in touching distance. Yes, we have 1 point. And yes, Galatasaray is probably going to beat us. And yes, that does mean we then need to find a victory whilst they lose. But for now, we can savour it. Savour being top of the league. But now we have a painful experience, ladies and gents. We need to go play PSG at their ground. So I'm going to head on over to the tactical meeting screen. We'll see you fine folks in just a second. Welcome back everyone to Jason Doddland, and as you can see we have a packed out stadium for today's game. 47,929 out of 47,929 capacity. Obviously it's sold out. Very good pitch condition here today. The only problem is the weather. It's wet, it's 9 degrees Celsius and it's breezy. And yes, I'm glad I went for my wee wee and poo poo, because they would probably be coming out when I see Paris's team. But enough about my wee wee and poo poo. We are going to stop about that. We are going to look at the opposition instructions. As you can see, there is a few different opposition instructions. Not going to read through them as usual, but if you're interested, feel free. So let's get past that. They have some suggestions to the team change. Interesting one, Umit. He thinks we should actually play Umit at right back, which is an interesting one. But Miranda, definitely playing him. Godinho, not bringing Godinho in. Stop trying to get... You want me to take Kublai out, shift Miranda over and bring Godinho... No, Jason. Just, no, Jason. This is the team that probably gives us the best opportunity. As you can see, mentally, we are going to be cautious. We are clearly the underdogs in this game. We're away from home, much bigger club, massive fan base in today's stadium, and as such, this is our lineup, which is going to try and battle through. So we have Zubzuk in goal, a backline of Blackett, Kublai, Miranda and Musin. Central midfield will be controlled by Mehmet and Emrehan. In attacking mid on left hand side we have Aaron with Gerkan on the right and Thiago in between and Carranza up front. Our bench consists of Atbek, Umit, Goldinho, Shurok, Milinkovic, Ainur and Mad. The only change I would probably make to this, of course, is get Lassen in for Musin. But like I've previously mentioned, he is suspended. Same with Sinan Kert. I'll probably have Sinan Kert on the bench instead of Mad, so we have some sort of substitution here. The reason I've done it this way is Shurok can go there, Mehmet can slide up, or we can bring on Mad and we can sort of manipulate this spot. We'll have to move him up and make another striker if Thiago's not having a good game or tired. So we're going to have to go to a two-striker system. We don't have a backup central attacking mid with Sinan Kert out for as long as he is, like I said. Okay, it's not as long as I thought. It's 3 days to 11. I was told 2 to 3 weeks. But Sinan Kert, apparently, is a miracle worker. His pulled ankle ligament is going to fix in 3 to 11 days. So I'm glad to see that Sinan Kert can perform miracles on himself as well as the pitch. So without further ado, let's submit the team sheet. Musin Yildirim is lacking match sharpness. Yeah, that is our major worry, to be honest. Lacking tactical familiarity even. 6 players, that's Gerkan, Atberk, Milinkovic, Goldinho, Yildirim and Mad. As for everyone else, it's gone down pretty well, except Carranza's got his typical couple of complaints. Thiago, though, is liking this. Pleased to be back in the team. I hope you show our faith in you and thus perform very admirably. Few different issues there, but plenty of things going well in terms of opposition instructions. I don't expect us to be able to handle their players very well with the opposition instructions because they have some pretty good players in that squad. Yeah, they've got Savic, they've still got Mbappe, they've got Neymar, and they've got Erling Haaland. Of course they do. That's... If we don't concede, they have Koulibaly just chilling on the bench. Look at this bench. Let's look at the bench. Right, so if we don't concede like 8 goals, I'm probably going to be happy, to be honest. We can just avoid conceding like 8 goals. The media have given you a lot of credit lately. Go out there and put a wavy display on. Yes. Wavy display. Show the media why we're not as terrible as they think we are. Jean Kanamugir from whoscored.com. Probably Paris. If that was my guess, probably Paris is the one who scored. But both teams come into this one in good form. How do you rate your chances ahead of kickoff? they have 3 or 4 players who are probably valued the same as our entire squad. So take of that as you will. I enjoy these matches a lot. The players don't need any extra motivation, and they demand a high standard of football. I think we've got what it takes to win. We're going to have to be at our very best to get something today. Paris are as good as they come and will certainly be able to cause us 1 or 2 problems. I don't think we've played... Yeah, there we go. Paris are a good team. We're not going to say we've been playing bad, we're just going to say they're really good. Lassen and Kurt miss out due to injury and suspension. How much of an absence? Massive. It's a big game, you're right. And I want the players who are available to play to step up in... Yeah, exactly. Step up, lads. Especially you, Yildirim. Because you're going to have Neymar running straight at you. You're going to have Mbappe on the other side. And Haaland running straight through the middle. Miranda is going to have fun trying to deal with Haaland. And Yildirim's going to have fun trying to deal with Neymar. As is, of course, Blackett on that left-hand side. Yeah, Tyler Blackett is going to be the one trying to deal with Mbappe. Doesn't fill me with much confidence. Fenerbahce is 1-1 against Young Boys, though. That's nice from a Turkish perspective. They've now gone 2-1 up. Come on, Fenerbahce. Galatasaray, of course, away from home to Club Brugge. And we, just to make it even worse, Musin now has a knock. Fantastic. He's on 6.6. He's got a knock. 29. Can he hold out? Yildirim, if you can hold out, I'd appreciate it. Because I don't want to bring on the youngster, although you've dropped to a 6.5 now. Hopefully he can just hang on till half-time. Well, hope he can hang on till half-time. Bring on the youngster. Things are not looking good at right back right now. We've got one out from suspension. Oh, nice dispossess. Also, why is Neymar on this left-hand side? I thought Neymar was playing on the right. Am I going crazy? I thought he was playing on the right. So, Blackett's going to have to deal with Neymar, and I guess Mbappe is going to be causing issues over on this left-hand side? I don't know. I don't think Paris even know. All I know is Emrehan has just gone and given the ball away, and Haaland is running straight at Kubalay. Come on, Kubalay. Come on. I will take that. Not the best defence, but I will take Erling Haaland not getting his shots on target. That will do me. Just anything to keep them from scoring, quite frankly, and... it's 0-0. I think that's a miracle. Quite frankly, a miracle that we've gone into half-time against PSG. 0-0. Match stats don't look great. They've had 10 shots. We've had 1. 3 on target. We've had none. They've got a 0.53 XG to our 0.05. We're defensively solid. We're just not getting forward at all. 2 corners to our 1. 7 fouls to 12. We need to be a bit more disciplined. 0 yellow cards apiece though. 91% passing for them. 90 for us. 46% possession to 54. So we're actually getting the possession, which is quite nice. We do need to take Musin Yildirim off though. He's got that knock. He's not performing. And quite frankly, there's a few players who are struggling. I'm happy, lads. I'm actually pretty darn happy. But I'm not happy with the fact that we have a player with a knock who needs to be taken off. So, bring on the youngster. Pray the youngster doesn't get absolutely demolished by their amazing attack. Tyler Blackett's having a rough game. Unfortunately, I can't take him off because we don't have anyone to move out there, do we? No. Nobody can go over to the left-hand side. And we don't have anyone other than Umit to go on the right-hand side. So, Blackett, we're going to need you to pick your game up. Same with you, Emrehan. We don't really have the option to take you out of the game. Thiago, same with you. We could move Mehmet up, bring in Shirok. That's not too much of an issue. And same with you, Kranza. I could do with you guys just play a bit better. You know, you've looked inspired. So since you're inspired, use it. Use it to thrive and become better players. Become world-class talents that we need if we're going to get anything here against PSG. First of all, though, we need to stop giving the ball away like that. They are going to come straight back at us. Coming down this right-hand side, in fact, with Dumfries. Can Erin get tackling? No, it's going to go straight across the face of goal and Bernat. Okay, it came off Umit. Yeah, The youngster. The youngster has just gone and turned it into his own goal. And if you can hear that background noise, I think it's a helicopter. I think. I'm not sure if it's the SC Rescue one or the one for the hospital, but there's definitely a helicopter lingering about, which is rather a pain in the backside when you're trying to record, so I apologise if that sound is quite loud. Cubilay is definitely not going off. We need to try and do something. The question is, do we try and pull this back or wait till we go home? I think our best opportunity is when we go home. 6.2, by the way. 6.2. That's rough. That's really rough. Yeah. We've got right back issues. Luckily, Lassen's going to be able to play in the next game. But right now, we have a problem. So, I guess we'd go attacking. I guess we try and pull one back because we have to take Thiago off. Thiago's not doing anything. Anal, what would you like to do, Anal? You know what? Anal, do that. Be an advanced forward. Then have the option to bring on Matt for Carranza. We could do that. But how's Carranza getting on? Blackett's struggling. We can't take him off. Aaron's struggling. We can take Aaron off. So Aaron, you can come off. We'll bring on Milinkovic. We then have a lot of players struggling. In fact, we have Carranza. You know what? We'll bring on the Madman. We can't bring on the Madman, of course, because it's triple subs. I keep forgetting. We're in Europe. We only get 3 subs. So there's our 3 substitutions. Not our usual 4 or 5 that we like to make. We are going to... You know what? We're going to encourage the lads. Bit of encouragement. They're not playing too bad. Just back them up. That's gone down quite well. Emrahan, not so pleased with the encouragement, but the rest of the team didn't mind it too much. Blackett will play it back to Zubzuk. Now with Miranda. Can we get something going? Carranza nods it on for Anal. We have Gerkan on the overlap. He doesn't find him though. Plays it over to Milinkovic instead. Milinkovic pulls it back for Blackett. Pulls it up for Carranza now. Blackett acres of space to whip it across. Can he do it though? Come on, Blackett. Whip one in. Post. Oh, come on. It's punched straight into Carranza's path. And Carranza will get us an equaliser. That is what we want to see from our start edition. We, of course, broke the transfer balance, bringing him in. He has just gone and repaid us. If he can get us past PSG, he's worth all the money in the world, quite frankly. Ooh, that is nice to see. A nice away goal. If we can get out of this 1-1, it's better than 0-0. It's better than 0-0. An away goal. An away goal. It's always nice to have. Neymar pulls it back for Dumfries. Now with Sergey. And he pulls up for Dumfries. Are they going to whip it across anytime soon? Or they're just going to keep passing it back and forth so Mehmet can't do anything? They're just going to pass it back and forth. Until they can just whip it in to Garbi, who had way too much space. And we're back in struggle territory. So, 2-1 is the score. We put up a fight. I will say, we have put up a fight. Fenerbahce, by the way, 6-2 at home to Young Boys, have put themselves in great stead to get through. Galatasaray, I think, was 3-1 up in theirs. I caught it last second, so I wasn't quite sure on the score, but I think it was 3-1 as it transitioned over. Umit almost giving it away. Come on, Umit, do something useful. Emrehan gets it to Carranza, back to Emrehan. Lovely ball over the top to Anal. Come on, Anal. Anal penetrating the defence, but he can't get past the goalkeeper. That is unfortunate. Emrehan is also tired. Same with Carranza. I think we just try and get out of this with a 2-1 loss. We can go back home and try and put the pressure on them. Take it back to Turkey. Only 1 goal down. That is recoverable. It's not what you want, but it's recoverable. And right now, it looks like it's what we're going to get, because there's only about 10 seconds left of this game. If we can clear it upfield, that's probably going to be it. Blackett does not. Instead, he just clears it out in our half. He should have held onto the ball, probably another 5 seconds, and just kicked it over into their half. And then, yeah, the ref would have blown the whistle and it would be all over. But instead, they're going to kick it over to the corner flag, and that will end it here. So, I'm not usually happy with a 2-1 loss, but I think in the circumstances, playing PSG away from home in front of 40-odd thousand fans is not too bad. Especially when you look at the match statistics. They had 17 shots, we had 4. 7 on target, we had 3. They had more on target than we had in total. 1.42 XG to our 0.89, 7 corners, 3, 11 fouls to our 24, that was our undoing, 0 yellow cards to 2, 90% passing each, and 50-50 on possession. So we gave them a go. Like I said, rather disappointing still to lose, but it's PSG away from home. So we can go home. We're not going to use Umit because, as you can see, Umit, quite frankly, just had a meltdown. He saw PSG, he saw who was running at him, and he got scared. He got a 6.1 rating in that game. Couldn't have done much worse. Miranda, 6.8. He did a solid job for the youngster. 6.8 for Kublai, 6.9 for Blackett. Zubzuk did a decent job in goals, 6.9. Emrehan, he could have done better. He's one of our more experienced players, 6.6. We need to see more from him in the second leg. Mehmet with a 7. Milinkovic, again, more experienced player, shouldn't be getting a 6.3 on the left-hand side. And Gerkan, 6.4. You are one of our starters, my friend. I know you're young, I know you're developing, but you need to do better than a 6.4. In terms of our 2 strikers who finished the game, Carranza, he did a good job. Got a goal, 7 rating. Anal, 6.7. Could have done a little more, but wasn't too bad. Substituted though, Musin, 6.5. Erin, 6.4. And Thiago on 6.3. All 3 of you. I expect to see more from you. Even Musin, you're a backup, yes, but you're supposed to be the set backup for that side. We need to be able to rely on you when we don't have Lassen. That sort of performance, we cannot rely on. But that is this game. You know what, we're underdogs. You gave it a good effort, lads. I'm not going to go too mad at them. And now we have Enis Silic of Sporks. Well, that was a spirited defeat against a PSG team you were expected to lose heavily to. Exactly. I did say to you that anything less than an 8-0 loss would be pretty darn good. You must be pleased with the performance despite the result. The players worked so hard and performed admirably. Everyone associated with this team can be proud of how we played. Admirably. I won't go as far as being proud of that. Gabi's goal today. What sort of effect does that? I hope they react positive and work harder. Simple. Get back to the training pitch and work a little bit harder. Yep, Galatasaray. Nice. Hat-trick against Bruges. And that gets them a 3-1 advantage going into the second one. We then have Fenerbahce, like I said, they look like they're going through past Young Boys to the final 8 with their 6-2 victory. Ali Akman, he is a terrifying prospect. Shame we couldn't have held on to him. And bruised thigh for Yildirim, so he's out for 6 to 11 days. So no prizes for guessing who's going to be our right back against Adana. And well, we know who's going to come back for the PSG game. It is of course going to be Lassen. But I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night and goodbye.